Mishra sir is not with us, right?
Yeah, he is not there.
Okay. And no faculty from DPS either.
No, no.
And no faculty from DPS either.
Yes, ma'am.
No. It's echoing, sir.
हाँ मैंने ऑफ कर दिया.
Okay. Okay, we are about to begin. Anika, I see that you are bringing your little sister into the session. Welcome everyone. Good afternoon to you. Today is the 3rd of November, and I, Bernadine de Lima, extend a warm and hearty welcome to all of you. On behalf of our director, Professor Mishra, and IIT Ashram, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this session, which I hope you will find really enlightening. We have a team of experienced faculties. Today we have with us Mr. Himanshu Thakkar, Senior Faculty for Physics, who is also an alumnus of IIT Delhi, and Mr. Vivek Tripathi, Faculty for Biology at IIT Ashram. Welcome to you, dear parents and students. We are delighted to bring this session to you, and we hope it will be useful as you prepare for your coming years, reaching class 10, taking the step ladder up to class 12, and so on. Welcome to our webinar on career counseling, the importance of goal setting. Our director and founder, Professor Mishra, is a fine educator, and it is through his initiative that we bring you this session. So without wasting too much time, I now hand over to Himanshu sir, who will tell you the importance of goal setting. Himanshu sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. In fact, good afternoon. I would like to again thank on behalf of the team IIT Ashram, all the coordinators of the school, including the principal of DPS, for letting us interact with the students on a very important topic, that is the importance of goal setting. So it is the first webinar in the series of career counseling that we are going to conduct in this academic year. And as BD madam rightly said, it is very important for every person to understand the meaning of career, the definition of career, and what is the importance of goal setting. If you are very clear about these two aspects, your life will be at ease. You will have a lot of peace of mind. So what we have done is to have interaction with the students, and if parents are also there, they can also interact. So we have divided the entire webinar into 3 sections. In the first section, we will take you through the definition of what a career is, what is the definition of goal, and why it is so important for everyone to set goals in short term and long term to make a purposeful career. Then another expert in the field of career counseling, Mr. VT sir, Vivek Tripathi sir, he will be discussing 5 techniques that you can use to decide which stream is best suited for you or your child. So in India, there are 3 streams, science, arts, and commerce, that you have to decide once you do your grade 10. So after class 10, you have to decide, and we will give you some tips and techniques, 5 techniques that you can use, one bonus technique, which we'll also discuss in brief, so that you can take a informed decision after class 10th. Then the best part of today's webinar will be live interaction. So I would encourage all the students to participate in today's session. Whenever I pose a question, I would like to have some kind of response from you. So initially for the first 2 sections, you can write your responses in the chat box. And when the section 3 starts, then we will have discussion face to face, in the sense virtually face to face. And you can raise your hand in the participant section, and then we will unmute you and you can ask your specific query and we'll try to clarify that. So the rule of the game is today's webinar is that you will have to keep yourself muted for initially 15-20 minutes. In the third section, we will have interaction over voice, and you can use chat box if something of very important nature is coming up in your mind and you want to share or ask us something. You can use chat box initially. Okay, with this, I'll start with the today's session. What do you think is a career? बच्चों आपको क्या लगता है? What is a career? Write your short, crisp definition in the chat box. Chat box is enabled, yeah. So Vibhor Chaurasia has to say that it's an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life with opportunities for progress. Very good. Okay. Sakshi Khode says that it's a career is a job that you will do after your school life. Okay. Very good. Ayush Ranade of class 6C. Career is something in future we have to work or a part-time job. Nikita, it means having a job that you like doing and this serves you well. Very good. So I'm really impressed with the Vibhor Chaurasia's definition of career, which is an occupation undertaken for a significant period of person's life and with opportunities for progress. So that's a very good definition of what a career is. Very good. So a lot of people, Jill is now interacting, a future planning, it's a job, it's a particular occupation. So I'm really glad that students are taking part, they're interacting. So
Many
now,
of them have written very good definitions, sir.
yeah, excellent definitions. It reflects the quality of education imparted to them in their early years.
Really,
Yeah.
exactly.
So let's take the concept forward. So career is something which is amalgamation of or a combination of various aspects of a person's personality. So as you grow, you will develop many qualities in yourself, which are some of the qualities are already there with you, which we call that as innate qualities, and some of the qualities you are going to develop over a period of time. So it includes motivation, the education that you will acquire in terms of certification and qualifications. Then you will, in addition to the education, you will also add on to certain skills, verbal skills and computing skills, soft skills. Then you will develop a vision about your own career, your own life. You will add values to those things and you will set goals. So combination of these 5-6 things which are very important in life, they make up a career. But what exactly career is? So let me take you through the definition that we feel that it's perfect definition. It is that major activity in life that you love to do. You are involved in some particular activity, which is a major activity. That means most of the time, 8 hours, 10 hours in a day, you are going to devote to that particular activity, which will be your profession. And if it is something which you love to do and you are very passionate about it, it gives you some sense of satisfaction because your abilities, your potential is getting utilized. And on top of it, you are getting an opportunity to earn your livelihood. That means you are getting salary or you are getting profit from the business that you are running. All these things encompasses a perfect career. And it is everybody's prime agenda in life to achieve something in life, to do something so that he feels that his abilities are being utilized and he is getting rewarded to it. He is getting accomplishments related to the activity that he is doing. That is the definition of a perfect career. So I can see a lot of students are still in the process of interacting. Very good. So to achieve what you actually are capable of, and your purpose of life is meant to achieve that career, in that process, that journey, you will have to go through various stages in life. Like stage one will be your class 10th, wherein you will decide whether you want to take science, commerce, or arts, which is the fundamental stream that you would like to pursue so that you can decide a future career. So we are not saying that in 10th standard you decide to become a doctor. What we are saying is that you should choose particular stream which is in accordance with your likes and dislikes, your abilities, and something that you will love to do. You will really enjoy doing it. It should you do not have to endure that stream. You have to love doing that, reading that, exploring that. In stage two, that is milestone two, that will be the second crossroad in your life where you will decide which super specialization or specialization of graduation you must undertake. If you are going into science, you might decide of going into some good engineering college after 12th or good medical college. If you are in medical stream, if you are doing arts, you might decide to pursue some graduation so that you can appear for your UPSC examinations. If you want to go into commerce side, then you will think of doing chartered accountancy. So there are plethora of options at every stage, and what we want is that you should always take informed choices. You should not make any choice by chance. Then your life will not be giving you true purpose in life. You will not really enjoy your life. So, like that, at different junctures in your life, you will have to take certain decisions based, and those decisions are having lifelong effect. Okay, so they have consequences. So every time you take a decision which is very very critical to your life, it has to be an informed decision. So maybe after 12th you will do your graduation. After graduation you might think of doing your first job, then you will switch your job, or you may think of starting your business, maybe think of doing some MBA. So at different stages of life you will have to decide your future course of action, and that will define where you will end up after 10 years. And that foundation will decide the rest of 30, 40 years, because that will define your career. Okay, so again I'll repeat, a perfect career is something which gives you an opportunity to get involved in some major activity which you love to do, you are passionate about it, it gives you a sense of satisfaction, and also you earn your livelihood. Now, how to make a purposeful career? How to choose a particular stream? Which specialization to choose? All these aspects will be covered in the later slides. The basic idea is that you will have to continuously keep on adding your skill sets. Okay? If you are in this stream of arts, you want to become a commercial artist, so you will have to keep on adding your skill sets every 2 or 3 years. If you are in the field of science, let's say you take engineering, you have done computer science engineering, then you will have to do some other certification courses, you have to learn new languages. After every 2 3 years you will have to add on your skill sets. That will create a talent stack. We call that activity of adding your skills every 2 3 years to build a stack of talents, stack of qualifications, certificates. If all those are aligned with your purpose in life, you will have a rewarding career. So keep in mind that if you want to be successful in life, because being successful is not a destination, it's a journey. And if you want to be successful in your life all throughout next 40 years, 50 years, you have to keep on acquiring new skills. Okay, this keep this thing always in mind. Now let's come to what a goal is. So goals are of many types, short-term goal, long-term goals. It decides where you want to land after few years, what you want to achieve after 2 weeks. So depending on the nature of goal that you're trying to set, you will have to decide on the kind of planning, the kind of execution you will require. Right now you are in class 6th. So in class 6, your goal is, long-term goal is to score very well in 10th board examination. So that's a long-term goal of 4 years. In class 6, you will decide to do some dance class for 3 months, or maybe some drawing class. So you are setting some small short-term goals, and you are making plans accommodating all the long-term and short-term goals. It needs a lot of planning. Okay. So unless until you have a goal in mind, you will feel distracted. You will not feel purpose in life. Okay. So it is very important that every person decides some goal throughout the life. Okay. It will bring some kind of purpose in your life, because when you get up in the morning, you should know that you have to go to school, you have to learn maths, you have to devote 2 hours of study for homework, or maybe doing some activity that you really love to do. So unless until you decide about the goals, what you want to achieve in short term and long term, you will not have a sense of satisfaction, because you are not achieving anything. Whatever happens, it happens by chance. Okay. So let's say, for example, you have a car at home and you decide to go to, you just take your car out, and you do not have final destination in your mind. So what will happen is, you start from Vadodara, rather than reaching Jaipur or Pune or Mumbai or Bangalore. What will happen is that you will just roam around the city and come back to home without having reached anywhere. So that's a sheer wastage of resource, of time, money, in terms of the fuel that you have spent. So unless until you decide on your goal prior to involving in that activity, you are wasting resources. And that is not an investment, that is a expenditure. Okay. So it brings focus in your life. If you have your goals set, it will bring focus in your life. Okay. It will help you avoid distractions, because now you are attached to something which is of greater priority in your life. If you do not set your priorities, then you will waste time on social media. You will do chit chatting whole day on WhatsApp. You can play games for 23 hours in a day, but that will not land you somewhere. So lot of wastage of time will be there if you do not set your goals. Now, we believe that your goals should be clearly defined. Your goals should be smart. You can take a screenshot of it. This will be very, very useful. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. That means you will have to make plan to achieve that goal, so that you achieve it in a timely manner. If you want to become a successful businessman, so you will have to give yourself a time of next 10 years. You cannot say that I will become a successful businessman in 30 years time or 40 years time. So for example, let's say you are in grade 6. So in grade 6, you have to specify that in maths, because I want to pursue science after 12th, in 10th, after 12th, then I will have to write many Olympiad examinations. I have to write NTSC examination. For that, I have to enhance my aptitude for science. For that, I will read certain things. I will write all the examinations of Olympiads, of government's sponsored examination or private examinations. So you have to be very specific. You cannot say that I want to become a scientist at this stage. That is not very specific. Specific means something that is achievable in the short term as well as in the long term. Okay, or you can say I want to score 85, at least 85% marks in Hindi, because you want to pursue linguistics after 10th standard. आप आर्ट्स लेना चाहते हैं, तो आपको आपका जो गोल है वो आपको अभी से क्लियरली डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. You cannot say, and you must not say that I want to score very well, because 65% could be very well for you, but that is not sufficient. You have to give it a number. It has to be measurable. Okay, achievable means it has to be well within your resources and your potential. So presently, if you are scoring 68% marks or 73% marks, and you say that I want to score 99 in next 2 months, then it is not realistic. it is not achievable based on the short time that is with you. So you have to decide your goals based on all these aspects. So we call that as smart goal setting. Okay. So I request, or I can suggest all the students to take a screenshot of this and make this your display profile in WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever you are using, so that you are always reminded of to be adhering to your goals and always keeping goal in mind. One more thing is that you decide on a goal. You want to become an IAS officer, but you don't make a plan to achieve that, because that's a long term plan. If you're not making a plan to achieve that, it is merely a wish. It's like daydreaming. So once you set a goal, the next step is to make a plan based on the facts, do a lot of research, discuss with your parents or with your teachers. They will give you certain guidelines. Based on the plan, you execute it. After a month, you again revisit, see your progress, whether you could achieve as per the plan, or do you want to review the plan? Do you want to set your goals slightly above the bar, या आप थोड़ा सा कम करना चाहते हैं? So all these aspects are very important. If you want to really, if you are very committed to your goal, you will have to make a plan to achieve it. Plan will give you a timeline so that you achieve it within the time limits. Now, this is what we wanted to cover in the first section. What is a career and what is the importance of goal setting? So I hope this point is clear to everyone. Okay. So after 10th, so for students like in grade 6, 7, 8, 9, the first milestone in their career decision will be which stream to choose, science, arts and commerce, which stream to choose after 10th. Okay. So before we take you through how to choose that, what are the techniques involved, what we will do is we'll tell you about the current in demand top 10, 15 professions in each stream. So if I talk, I'm not going to discuss in detail about the requirement of each stream, each profession. I'm just letting you know about the terminologies or the professions that are there in science. So in science, you can take up software development, you can take up data science, okay? Then machine learning or game development. You can get involved into cyber security, or you can become a technical writer for a company, product manufacturing or product designing. In the field of commerce, you can choose to become a chartered accountant or a company secretary, CACS. These are the top professions in commerce. You can also become a financial consultant, personal financial consultant, or maybe for organizations, statistician, data analyst, banking professional in the field of commerce, then investment banking and stock brokering. So as you can see, there are plethora of options in each stream. In arts also, you can choose to become an IS officer or IPS officer or IFS officer using by writing civil services examination, that is UPSC. You can also think of joining Indian Defense Services, Indian Army, Indian Air Force and Navy. So there are various streams through which you can choose to become or get into. So a lot of interaction is there in the chat box. I'm really happy. So I'm stopping the chatting for a while. We'll again start. So top professions in arts. Okay. So defense services is the most coveted job in India. You can think of getting into defense services. You can choose to become a lawyer, a corporate lawyer or a business lawyer, or maybe a criminal lawyer. You can get into the field of journalism. You can think of managing events. And if you're an individualistic kind of person, you can think of study the phenomena or the behavior of humans, the way they think. how they behave. तो psychology भी आप ले सकते हैं. You can think of becoming a clinical psychologist or a organization psychologist. So as you can see, you can become a HR professional or a commercial artist. So depending on your strength and weakness, your likes and dislikes, your innate potential, you will have to choose one particular stream. So we are not saying that you should start thinking of becoming a fashion designer right now. It is just an option. You should be aware of various options in all the three streams. What you have to choose, that we will discuss in the coming slide. So the point is that we have plethora of options, career options. We are spoiled for choices. In India as of now, if you start discussing about every career options, more than 4,000 career options are there as of now. Okay, so you will have to choose something. You will have to decide on one particular stream, some qualification, some certification based on your interest, something which you are capable of. You love to do that. All these aspects have to be taken into consideration so that you can make a successful career. Okay, so now the next section is how to decide which stream is best for me or my child. How to choose the right stream or career. So now the next section will be dealt by VT sir. So he'll discuss about the 5 techniques and one bonus technique. So write down all the points. He will explain in detail. He's a very senior counselor and a faculty. He's a biology faculty with us. So he'll take you through all the 5 techniques which you can take it down. Now I request VT sir to.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, VT sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, बच्चों. Good afternoon, everyone. सर आपको आवाज आ रही मेरी?
Yes sir, perfect.
Hello.
Yes sir, perfect है.
Okay. देखिए सर ने आपको बहुत अच्छी ओके सर ओके सर ने आपको बहुत अच्छी टेक्निक्स बताई. कौन से ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल हैं, गोल लाइफ में कब लेना चाहिए या गोल कैसे होना चाहिए, वो सब बताया. तो अब मैं आपसे बात करता हूं कि टेक्निक्स क्या होनी चाहिए. तो चलिए सर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. देखिए टेक्निक डिसाइड करने के पहले मैं आप सभी को एक बात कहना चाहता हूं कि कभी भी कोई भी चीज ऐसे डिसाइड नहीं करनी है कि आपको बाद में चल के ये सोचना पड़े कि मैंने क्या डिसाइड कर लिया. देखिए जैसे यहाँ पर क्या लिखा है, आपको पहले ये देखना है कि आपके अंदर का इंटरेस्ट क्या. कैसे पता करेंगे कि आपका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ पर है? तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जैसे इंटरनेट पे हैं, या बायोग्राफी पढ़नी है, या वीडियोस देखने हैं.
VT sir, your voice is not coming through.
I think he's facing internet issues. So
Maybe just give him a call, Himanshu sir.
he is not able to unmute. So let me carry forward. So if he joins in between, so I'll start. Okay. I think VT sir is facing some technical issues. So let me start.
Yes, sir.
So the best thing is, what you can do is the first technique that you have to employ is to do a lot of research. If you are thinking of becoming getting into a particular profession, आपको उस पे बहुत research करनी है. And the best tool with you is to look for the information on the internet. Internet is a great tool wherein you can find any kind of information. All the information is available for any stream. The only thing is there is tons of information. Is that clear? Okay. So you have to, let's say you think of becoming a cardiologist. You feel like that you can become, you can get into the field of science and you want to become a cardiologist. So who are the famous cardiologists in India? Research about them. Look at their academic history, what kind of courses they did, what was their life. Okay, maybe there is some person who has recorded a video on that particular profession. So go through those videos, read blogs. So there are so many aspects attached to every profession. And when you do research on the internet, you will get an insight of whether you are really capable of, or capable in the sense, maybe you can do that, but you may not love doing that for the rest of your life. So it needs lot of involvement, lot of research before deciding on which stream to choose. Second thing is to get involved in that activity at a sample level. So when I say sample level, that means जैसे हम लोग किसी marriage party में जाते हैं, I'll give you a very simple example which you can relate to. So let's say you have gone to a party where there is a buffet and there are 3 to 4 options of different type of sweets. अब आपको चारों स्वीट्स में से जो बेस्ट स्वीट है वही खानी है. तो what you will do is that you will take small samples, and the one which you like the most, you will take a bigger piece of it. Okay, so in the same way, let's say there are so many things that are coming up in your mind. You think of becoming an accountant, or sometimes it comes that I should become a dancer. I'm very good at stage, and maybe you think of becoming a professional cricketer. So it's not, we will not suggest that you should decide the final career at this stage. What you should do is you get yourself involved in that particular activity by requesting some professional who are already into that field. तो आप किसी डॉक्टर को बनना चाहते हैं तो आप जाइए और आप किसी डॉक्टर के क्लिनिक पे रिक्वेस्ट करिए आपके फ्रेंड या सर्कल पे दैट आई वांट टू sit with you and I want to experience the life that you are going through, have discussion with them for 10-15 days without any money. You will volunteer in their profession for few days. तो आपको थोड़ा आइडिया लगेगा कि यार मैं ये एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि जो मूवीज में देखा था, जो सीरियल्स में देखा था, इट इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम दैट, एंड प्रोबेबली यू विल नॉट एंजॉय डूइंग दैट फॉर नेक्स्ट 30-40 years. ठीक है ना, क्योंकि हर लाइफ में, हर करियर में चैलेंजेस हैं, एंड वेदर यू आर कट आउट फॉर दोस चैलेंजेस, यू हैव टू डिसाइड. ओके, maybe you can intern with some business, go to a chartered accountant and request them कि सर मैं 15 days तक आपके यहाँ पे बुक कीपिंग करना चाहता हूँ. If you want to become a software developer, learn some C++, Java basic code, and approach a businessman who is an IT professional and request him that I want to write some codes. Can you let me write codes for your clients for few days under your supervision? तो आप अगर उनको रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, उनके साथ काम करेंगे, you will get to know about the nature of activity involved and whether you are really enjoying it or not. Okay, so this is a technique too, which will be useful probably in once you are in grade 7, grade 8 or 9, or in your senior classes. Okay. Technique 3 is to take feedback, reach out to your friends, family and relatives who know you much better than rest of the society. So let's say you think that you can become a good teacher. Okay. You want to become a professor of physics or maybe professor of English. So you have to reach out to your friends and family and take their feedback, or reach out to those people who are in the same profession. Okay. So do you think, can I become a professor? Do you think, can I become a cardiologist? Am I good at, आप किसी क्रिकेटर को जाके मिलिए लोकल कंट्री क्लब के अंदर जाके कि आई वांट टू प्ले विद यू एंड डू यू थिंक दैट आई एम वेरी गुड बॉलर, कैन आई इंप्रूव ऑन माय बॉलिंग स्टाइल. तो जब आप लोगों से जाके मिलेंगे, दोज हु आर इन द सेम प्रोफेशन, एंड यू विल आस्क देम रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस, you will get so much of information which is relevant, and you will develop insight about that career or that profession, and then it might help you decide which thing is best for you. Okay, that is technique number 3. Now technique number 4 is to take feedback. So if you are getting involved in some activity, let's say you volunteered for managing certain aspect of annual function. So once your annual function is over, go and meet the teachers who were involved in that activity and take their feedback. Take feedback of other team members if you took lead in certain activity and ask them whether I managed very well or no. तो जब तक आप या कोई सब्जेक्ट में बहुत अच्छे हैं तो go and teach them maths or physics and take their feedback whether you taught them very well, were their concepts made very clear or no. तो आप जितना लोगों से feedback लेंगे you will get to know about your strength and weakness. Okay, so that is technique number 4. Now the most important technique which I suggest, and as a senior counselor from IIT Ashram, I recommend all the students is to get yourself objectively evaluated. When I say objectively evaluated, I mean to say that you have to go and approach certain professionals in the field of psychometry. So there are people who do psychometric tests. They do various analysis and evaluation of your personality. Then there are certain graphologists. Graphologists are professionals who infer your innate potential, your likes and dislikes, your qualities, your brain map on the basis of the sample of handwriting, your signature, your strokes, the way you write F, the way you write T, how you make your balloons of G and F. तो इन सब aspects को वो लोग analyze करते हैं. They tell you whether the stream that you are thinking of is really good for you or not. And they can also suggest you certain streams. In science also, there are so many streams. In arts also, there are a lot of streams. So let's say you have decided on arts. In arts, maybe journalism better रहेगा आपके लिए, या mass media better रहेगा. You should become an independent commercial artist. So there are so many things they will tell you about what is best for you based on your aptitude, your innate abilities. ठीक है? तो आपको क्या करना है? You have to approach when you are in your 9th standard or 10th standard. Go and get yourself objectively evaluated from career counselors who are professionals who can give you certain tests and then identify your innate qualities. What is your personality type? Whether you are extrovert, introvert, whether you will be a kind of person who can lead a team. Should you get into techno-commercial side or should you continue with the technical side? बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो वो analyze कर सकते हैं and that will help you in deciding your future course of action. Now, as we told you, as we promised, there is one bonus technique which is the concept of Ikigai. It is a Japanese concept and it believes that every person is born with a purpose in life and every person has to identify her purpose in life by analyzing so many aspects of his personality and also the socio-economic condition around him or her. So it's a concept which will be very useful for every person, not only students, even those who are in their mid 30s and 40s and 50s. Also, it is very useful for them. So I suggest all these students to take down this name of Ikigai, buy a book, read articles on internet, watch videos on the concept of Ikigai, and it will give you an idea, insight into how to decide which career is best suited for you. It takes into consideration many aspects of person's likes and dislikes, what you love to do, but you may not be good at it. For example, you love to watch cricket. You love cricket like mad, but you may not be a good bowler or a fielder or a batsman. So you cannot think of making it a profession. You can just take it up as a hobby. You can watch cricket on TV, that's okay, but it will not bring passion in you. So the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world actually needs. Something which is very constructive to the society or to the organization. So it is the amalgamation of the intersection point of all these aspects, which you can take it up as your profession. You will be passionate about it. You can make a mission out of it in your life. and you will love to do all throughout next 30-40 years. That common intersection point is ikigai. Okay, so you must do a lot of research on this concept of ikigai. So when you decide on your stream, particular stream, we are not saying that you should choose the career right now. What we are saying is that you choose the right stream, whether you should take science, commerce, or arts. At this stage, you are only supposed to decide which of the three streams is best for you. Don't consider only the marks in the subjects. For example, you are scoring very well in maths, but you may be very good in arts. You should take arts so that you can become an IAS officer. So just because you are getting good marks in a particular subject, it should not become the sole criteria of deciding that stream. Okay. You should not fall for the influence of your family members. So the immediate family members that will influence you are your parents or maybe your relatives. Let's say you are coming from a family of doctors or you are coming from a family of businessmen. It does not mean that you will become a successful medical professional or a business person, because your innate potential, your abilities could be different from your that of your parents, and you may not really enjoy to be in the same profession. You may be successful, you may not be successful. So what we are suggesting is that keep those aspects in mind, because if you continue in the same profession as your parents are in, then it is definitely beneficial to a certain extent. But if you are really not enjoying the same profession as your parents are in, then you should choose something different. That is what we are saying. Do not fall for that kind of influence from your relatives and parents. The next thing that comes to the mind is most of these students and that we are actually interact, they say that they choose a career based on the kind of money that the top professionals are earning in that field. ठीक है ना? If you look at starting your own business, you have your eyes on Mukesh Ambani because he's a multimillionaire. If you look at taking up acting as a profession, you look at Shah Rukh Khan. Or if you look at Dhoni. So what comes to your mind is the fame that they have earned, the money that they are making. But what we are missing here is that they are earning money, they have the required fame because they were excellent in their field. They were the best in their field. And they did something that they love to do. They were very passionate about it. That is why they became excellent, and money and fame followed. So you should not be running after money and fame. And also don't fall for any fancy or fictitious idea about any career that you derive from certain movie. Okay? Because the movies are made to make the characters entertaining, which may not be always true. They may show doctors in bad light, they can show doctors in good light also. So based on the impressions that you get from particular movie, a particular character in a movie or a serial, you should not decide on that career. That is what we are saying. Okay, don't get inspired just by movies. Meet the real life heroes, not the real life heroes. Okay, so with this, our session is over. Now we are open for discussion. This is a question answer session now. You can raise hand in the participant section and we'll let you speak. Okay. Yes, Gaurang. Taksh Gaurang Shah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask if I want to go in medical, so I have to take science or commerce?
If you want to go into what?
Medical. Medical.
तो बेटा आपको साइंस लेना पड़ेगा मेडिकल के लिए तो.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, anybody else? बेटा आपको कोई भी डाउट हो किसी को भी आप पूछ सकते हैं. Yeah, Kamya Sankla.
हेलो
Yes.
सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू। मैं काम्या का फादर बोल रहा हूँ। काम्या मेरे साथ ही है। एटलीस्ट आपने
जी सर।
ये आपने शुरुआत तो किया बच्चों के लिए कि कुछ कैरियर जैसा भी होता है जहाँ पे आपको इंटरेस्ट लेना चाहिए अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टडी। मतलब स्टडी वही है जो हम लोग बताते हैं कि स्टडी पढ़ते रहो, बट जस्ट मुझे आउट ऑफ पॉकेट एक दिमाग में आ रहा है कि आज कैरियर अभी पहले जैसा नहीं रहा है। जैसे आप 25 साल तक पढ़ते रहो, पढ़ने के बाद आपको बड़ा होगे, इंजीनियर बनोगे, डॉक्टर बनोगे, क्योंकि अभी रोल मॉडल जो है ना एटलीस्ट 10-15 ईयर से तो उस कैरियर शुरू करता है और 30 में तो खत्म हो जाता है उसका कैरियर। करेक्ट, मतलब कमाने वाला। तो इस टाइप का मोटिवेशन अगर कुछ आप सजेस्ट कर सकते हो तो अच्छा। बाकी ओके, प्रोफेशनल थिंग्स इज ओके कि 20, क्योंकि अभी जितने भी कोर्स हैं वो 25-30 साल तक तो पढ़ाई की ही बात कर रहे हैं कि 25th ईयर, 27, 20, 30 ईयर्स तक पढ़ते रहो। करेक्ट। जनरली
एक्चुअली सर आपका बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है एंड एवरीबडी इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज। इंडिया में अभी भी इतना नहीं है बट लेकिन दूसरे कंट्रीज में दे फील रिडंडेंट आफ्टर 10 to 15 years of their career. IT प्रोफेशन में बहुत कॉमन है।
करेक्ट।
नॉट रॉन्ग। तो इस बच्चों के लिए हमने ना इसलिए बताया था कि आपको एक चीज दिमाग में रखनी है दैट व्हाटएवर प्रोफेशन दैट यू चूज it will not be relevant for next 40 years.
Correct.
Unless until you are in the field of medicine or you become a lawyer, that you are accomplished lawyer or something like that. आपको अपने टैलेंट के स्टैक को कंटिन्यूअसली बिल्ड करते रहना। ठीक, जैसे फॉर सिंपल एग्जांपल जैसे अब हमारे केस देखें, ठीक है ना, हमने ग्रेजुएशन किया।
अभी तो कैरियर शुरू होता है 10 ईयर से और क्लोज होना चाहिए 25-30 तक, ताकि आप अपना एक फैशन पूरा करके आगे बढ़ो। मतलब उस टाइप का एनर्जी अभी चाहिए आज के मॉडर्न युग में। अदरवाइज वो तो टिपिकल हो गया कि आप इंजीनियर बन जाओ, डॉक्टर बन जाओ, ये बन जाओ। मतलब 30-40-35 तक तो आप पढ़ते रहो और उसके बाद फिर कमाई का सोचो। मतलब एटलीस्ट फैशन का, नॉट कमाई, इट इज नॉट राइट वर्ड, बट आपके फैशन के बारे में सोचिए। दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। जस्ट मैं उनको यही समझा रहा था कि अभी कैरियर अपनी तरफ से सोचो, जैसा आपने सब बहुत अच्छी तरह समझाया कि क्या आप कर सकते हैं। कोई फील्ड ऐसा नहीं जहां पे आप अचीव नहीं कर सकते, चाहे वो आर्ट्स हो, कॉमर्स हो, जहां पे आपका इंटरेस्ट है। सो
सही है, उनको एक्चुअली वो पैशनेट रहना है जो भी वो कर रहे हैं और उसमें एक्सेलेंस लेके आना है।
थैंक यू।
दे शुड नॉट बी हैप्पी विद व्हाट दे हैव अचीव्ड टिल नाउ। उनको नेक्स्ट 3 साल बाद क्या करना है उसके लिए भी रेडी रहना चाहिए।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर। अथर्व।
सर अगर मुझे स्पेस साइंटिस्ट बनना हो तो मुझे साइंस में लेना चाहिए या कॉमर्स में?
आपको साइंस लेना चाहिए बेटा।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
विभोर चौरसिया।
Yes, sir. How to get started with IIT preparation?
IIT preparation.
Yes.
बेटा देखो IIT की प्रिपरेशन के लिए अभी तो इट्स टू अर्ली। व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट इज दैट आप जितने भी ओलंपियाड एग्जाम्स होते हैं ना, साइंस के, मैथ के, उन एग्जाम्स में आप अपीयर करिए, ठीक है ना। और साइंस के लिए आप अपना इंटरेस्ट डेवलप कीजिए, बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टू गेट इनटू इंजीनियरिंग, यू आर सेइंग दैट यू वांट टू स्टडी फ्रॉम IIT, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करना पड़ेगा साइंस मैथ से रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स के लिए। तो आप बहुत सारी रिसर्च करिए, आप क्या कहते हैं, अलग अलग जो जितने भी एग्जाम्स होते हैं।
And you can also follow up with anyone who has done IIT. If you have someone in your family circle who has appeared for IIT, any entrance exam, or is doing this kind of following, then you can talk to that person. It might be a cousin, it might be uncle, it might be uncle's children, some neighbor, some very close family friend.
Okay. Thank you.
Sobil Saha.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, beta.
Sir, I want to be a space scientist. So, what exam should I pass so that I could go to space scientist career, or I want to get job in ISRO to get space scientist?
बेटा देखो, अभी तो आप अभी क्लास 6 में हो, तो आपको क्या करना है?
Sir,
आपको साइंस के लिए इंटरेस्ट
first I have to just pass the school nicely.
हाँ, आपको 10th में अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आने हैं. You have to study very well. Develop interest for science and math. After 10th, you will have to appear for. You have to choose PCM, physics, chemistry, and math. Write your JEE examination, engineering entrance examination after 12th. Then there are a lot of institutes in India who are doing this kind of courses. अगर आपको इसरो में एडमिशन लेना है, इसरो के अंदर आपको जॉब चाहिए, तो इसरो का अपना खुद का भी केवीपीआई के थ्रू एडमिशन होता है. ठीक है. So there are many examinations, competitive examinations. So you will have to prepare for it at the right time, not now. अभी आपको फोकस करना है जितने भी ओलंपियाड एग्जाम्स होते हैं, साइंस ओलंपियाड, मैथ ओलंपियाड, उसकी आप प्रिपरेशन कीजिए. इज दैट क्लियर?
And
10th के
also,
बाद
Samil, I would say, keep your eyes open. They might be after a year or 2 years, you might be looking at something else which interests you. So while you keep focus on what you are thinking of today, don't close your eyes to other opportunities, other
Yes.
things which can be, available to you. So always keep yourself as if you are in a big supermarket. Keep your eyes open for all that you can see. Right now, you are thinking, I want to go and buy only that chocolate. But as you are going towards that chocolate, you might see some other things which might hold great interest for you. So keep your mind open, because right now you are in that stage of life where the whole supermarket is available to you. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
स्वास्थ्य.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, what stream shall I take if I want to be an IAS officer?
IAS ऑफिसर बनने के लिए बेटा देयर आर 2 ways that you can become an IAS ऑफिसर. आपको यूपीएससी एग्जाम देना है आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन, एंड इवन फॉर पीपल फ्रॉम साइंस स्ट्रीम it is open. Even for people who are from commerce stream, art stream, it is open. But अगर आपका एम क्लियर है कि आपको IAS ऑफिसर बनना है, then you should take arts, because the kind of question that is being asked and that what is expected from you in the examination is that you should have a lot of knowledge of general awareness. तो आपको arts will help you in that. ठीक है बेटा?
Yes,
Okay.
and keep your general knowledge always very sharpened. Keep, read the papers, follow the news, know what is going on in the world and why certain decisions are taken. Talk to your parents about it. Then you will really go towards it very with an open mind.
Thank you.
Anika?
Yes, sir. Sir, if we if we have to become software engineer, so which subject we should take?
सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बेटा आपको साइंस लेना पड़ेगा, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ. दैट मींस यू विल हैव टू परस्यू इंजीनियरिंग आफ्टर 12th, और 11th 12th में आपको साइंस लेना पड़ेगा, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथ.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
ओके बेटा. शिंजीनी दलाल.
Sir, if I want to become a actress dancer, then what should I take? Science, arts, or commerce?
अच्छा, वेरी गुड. आपको बेटा आर्ट्स लेना चाहिए फिर.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
कुछ डांस कोर्सेज आप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, एंड ऑलवेज पार्टिसिपेट इन सम स्कूल इवेंट्स तो होते ही हैं, बाहर भी जो इवेंट्स होते हैं उसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए, डांस शोज होते हैं उसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
ओके सर। अक्षिता लाल।
Sir, if I want to be a fashion designer, which subject I should study?
बेटा आपको फाइन आर्ट्स लेना पड़ेगा, पहले आप आर्ट्स ले लीजिए 11th-12th में, और आप इंजीनियरिंग करके भी, आप टेक्सटाइल इंजीनियरिंग करके भी आप फैशन डिजाइन, ठीक है। तो देयर आर 2 ways ऑफ डूइंग दैट। आप आर्ट्स करके भी फैशन डिजाइनिंग में जा सकते हैं, आप इंजीनियरिंग करके भी जा सकते हैं, बोथ आर पॉसिबल। ओके, बट इट्स टू अर्ली टू डिसाइड फैशन डिजाइनिंग। अभी आपको स्ट्रीम डिसाइड करनी है, साइंस, आर्ट्स एंड कॉमर्स। ओके, समर्थ।
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
गुड आफ्टरनून बेटा।
Sir, if I want to become a scientist or do engineering, so I should choose science.
हाँ, आपको साइंस चूज, इंजीनियर बनना है तो बेटा साइंस चूज करना पड़ेगा।
Yes, sir. And is there any some exams that I didn't know? Do you know?
एग्जाम्स होते हैं
Yes.
फॉर इंजीनियरिंग एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन। वर्ल्ड्स टफेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन इज जेईई एडवांस्ड। पूरा वर्ल्ड का सबसे टफ एग्जाम होता है, जिसका पहले नाम था IIT JEE, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी जॉइंट एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन।
So
Now
okay.
that you will have to write after grade 12. उसके लिए आपको 2 साल प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ेगी 11th and 12th में। ओके,
And we can also go in IIT for
हाँ,
give IIT exam for it.
यस। अगर आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा तो आप IIT में जाएंगे उसमें।
Yes.
यस बेटा।
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
जीवनंदा पड़ी।
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
गुड आफ्टरनून बेटा।
Yes, sir. If I want to become an aerospace engineer, what subject I should take?
हाँ, अभी हमने पहले भी कवर किया था ये क्वेश्चन। अगर आपको
Yes, sir.
एरोस्पेस इंजीनियर बनना है तो आपको इंजीनियरिंग करना पड़ेगा।
Okay, sir.
उसके लिए आपको 12th के बाद इंजीनियरिंग एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन देना है, एंड टू राइट दैट एग्जाम फर्स्ट यू विल हैव टू टेक फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथ्स एज योर मेजर सब्जेक्ट्स इन क्लास 11th and 12th। तो 10th के बाद
Yes,
आपको
sir.
साइंस लेना है।
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
अंगद।
Yes, sir. Sir, if we want to do 2 professions at the same time, sir, it is possible?
पॉसिबल है, क्यों नहीं है। इट इज फॉर यू टू मैनेज बिटवीन 2 एक्टिविटीज।
Okay,
कर
sir.
सकते हैं, वो आपके कैपेबिलिटी और पोटेंशियल के ऊपर है, बट इट इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल। यू हैव टू चूज वन पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रीम, वन पर्टिकुलर करियर एंड गेट योरसेल्फ इन्वॉल्वड टू द डेप्थ ऑफ इट।
Yes, sir. Some people think that if इसमें नहीं हुआ तो उसमें हो जाएगा।
नहीं, लाइफ डजंट वर्क दैट वे। अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा प्लानिंग, प्लान ए, प्लान बी, प्लान सी करके रखते हैं, देन यू आर नॉट पुटिंग 100% एफर्ट्स इनटू प्लान ए, because you always think that I will fall back on plan B if plan A does not work, and with that kind of attitude you will not be successful, because once you decide on a career, you decided that career out of your passion, your love for that activity, because you think you are capable of doing that thing। समझ रहे हैं? और अगर आप उस डिसीजन को लेके भी आप अगर थोड़ा सा एम्बिगुअस हैं तो आप सक्सेसफुल नहीं होंगे। So do lot of research, take informed choices about career, and then give your 100% into that one particular profession.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta. Soham.
Sir, if I want to work in Google, so what should I do? Means which exam, which subject should I choose?
गूगल के लिए बेटा उनका अपना एक सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस है। आप उनकी वेबसाइट पे जाके you can look at various openings that they have and just look at the requirement that they have for every career. ठीक है ना, एवरी ओपनिंग के लिए उनका कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, तो कुछ में टेक्निकल रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, कुछ में फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट्स है. तो अगर आप उस टेक्निकल साइड में जाना चाहते हैं, इफ यू वांट टू गेट इनटू प्योरली टेक्निकल साइड, तो आपको इंजीनियरिंग करके जाना बेटर रहेगा. बट इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ फंक्शनल और मे बी अ डोमेन एक्सपर्ट, तो आप कॉमर्स करके भी उसमें जा सकते हैं. आप उनके फाइनेंशियल मॉडल बनाने के लिए हेल्प कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, बट अभी आपको ये सब नहीं सोचना है. अभी आपको आपकी स्ट्रीम के बारे में सोचना है कि आपके अंदर जो क्वालिटीज हैं, जो आपका एबिलिटीज हैं, वो साइंस के लिए बेटर रहेगी, कॉमर्स के लिए बेटर